Ladies and gentlemen, let us embark on a journey about 3 things never share with anyone. There are certain aspects of your life that are sacred, deeply personal, and meant to remain within the walls of your heart and soul. Not everything is meant to be shared with the world because some things can only flourish when protected. Today, I want to share with you 3 key things that you should never share with anyone. These are not out of fear or secrecy, but out of wisdom and respect for the preciousness of your journey. Your dreams before they take root. Dreams are fragile when they are just beginning. They are like seeds planted in the ground, vulnerable to the winds, the storms, and the doubts of others. When you share your dreams too early, they are exposed to opinions, fears, and criticisms that can hinder their growth. You must first allow your dreams to develop deep roots before you reveal it. Nurture it in the quiet moments. Protect it with faith, discipline, and hard work. Once it has taken root and is strong enough to stand on its own, that is the time to share it with others. But until then, keep your dreams close because they are the blueprint for your destiny. You must understand that not everyone will see what you see. Not everyone will understand what you've been called to do. Some may discourage you, not because they wish you harm, but because they cannot comprehend the magnitude of the vision that has been placed in your heart. Others may impose their own limitations on you, telling you that your dream is too big, too unrealistic, or too difficult. If you expose your dreams too soon, you risk allowing those words to take root, poisoning your belief and stunting the growth of what was meant to flourish. When a seed is first planted, it spends time developing its roots beneath the surface, out of sight. No one can see the progress it's making. There is no evidence of the growth happening below the ground, but it's there. It's vital. The same is true for your dreams. Before you share them with the world, they must first grow deep within you. You need to give them time to establish themselves in your heart and in your mind. Let your dreams build a foundation of faith, perseverance, and clarity before you reveal them to others. This process of protecting your dream is not about hiding in fear or secrecy, it's about wisdom. It's about knowing when your dream is strong enough to withstand scrutiny, when it has matured enough to stand on its own without being easily swayed by external forces. Every great achievement begins with a dream, but that dream must be nurtured in the right environment for it to grow into something real and lasting. You see, dreams are powerful. They are a glimpse of the future, a vision of what is possible. But if you share them too soon, you risk diluting that power. You risk allowing the doubts of others to seep into your own thinking. And once doubt takes root, it's difficult to remove. It can choke the life out of your dream before it even has a chance to fully form. This is why it is essential to be selective about who you share your dreams with. Not everyone will be able to nurture and support your vision. Some may speak negativity over it, others may dismiss it, and some may even try to sabotage it. But when you protect your dream, when you allow it to grow in private, you give it the chance to develop the strength it needs to thrive. Dreams require patience. They require quiet preparation and relentless focus. There will be a time to reveal your dream to the world, but that time is not when the seed is first planted. The time to share is when the roots have taken hold, when your dream has grown strong enough to withstand the winds of doubt, the storms of opposition, and the challenges of reality. Only then, when your dream is deeply rooted, will it be able to flourish in the light. So protect your dreams. Nurture them in the quiet places, away from the noise and opinions of the world. Allow them to grow strong within you, feeding them with faith, hard work, and persistence. When the time is right, your dream will take root, and what was once hidden beneath the surface will burst forth in a way that no one can deny. Until then, let your dreams grow in silence, for that is where their strength is born. Your weaknesses, while you're still battling them, we all have weaknesses, areas of our lives where we are still growing and maturing. But when you are in the midst of the battle, still struggling to overcome, be careful who you share your weaknesses with. Not everyone who hears your story will support you or build you up. Some may use your vulnerabilities against you. Others may discourage you, making you feel as though you cannot rise above them. You need people around you who will uplift and encourage you in your moments of weakness, but those people should be carefully chosen. Until you have overcome, until you have conquered that area of your life, let your battles remain between you and God. It is in those private moments, those quiet prayers, where you will find the strength to prevail. Every person carries weaknesses, areas in their life where they struggle, where they fall short, or where they are still growing. These weaknesses are part of the human condition, and there is no shame in having them. But it is crucial to understand that when you are still in the process of overcoming those weaknesses, they are not meant to be exposed to everyone. You must be careful about who you share your battles with, especially while you're still in the midst of the fight. When you are battling a weakness, you are in a vulnerable place. You are still finding your footing, still searching for strength, still learning how to rise above what holds you back. In this fragile state, the wrong words or the wrong advice can be damaging. People may offer counsel from their own fears, doubts, or limited understanding. What may seem like concern or support can sometimes be laced with negativity that deepens your struggle instead of helping you overcome it. In the early stages of a battle, the foundation of your victory is still being laid. You are still gathering the strength and wisdom needed to conquer that weakness. When you expose your struggles too soon, you open the door for criticism, judgment, or even pity, none of which will help you. Some may unintentionally discourage you by telling you how hard the road ahead will be, or by reminding you of their own failures in that area. Others may look down on you, defining you by your weakness, not seeing the potential within you to rise above it. But when you keep your struggles between you and God, you create a space where you can find the strength to overcome. In that private place, you are free to wrestle with your doubts, your fears, and your failures without the pressure of external opinions. You are free to lean on the divine for guidance and strength, and to seek wisdom and to learn how to grow through the challenges you're facing. It is in these quiet moments of struggle that real growth takes place. It is here that you develop resilience, patience, and faith. By keeping your battles private, you protect your process. You give yourself the space to heal, to make mistakes, and to learn without the scrutiny of others. Not everyone needs to see your journey while you're still on the path to overcoming. In fact, some battles are meant to be fought in solitude, so that when you do emerge victorious, it is with a quiet strength that cannot be shaken. There will come a time when your testimony of overcoming can inspire and uplift others, but that time is after you have gained victory, not while you're still in the midst of the fight. When you've conquered that area of your life, when you've risen above your weaknesses, your story will have the power to encourage others. They will see not just your struggle, but your victory. They will see how you transformed, how you grew, and how you learned to overcome. But until that time comes, guard your weaknesses, protect your journey. Overcoming requires focus, and focus requires peace. Sharing your weaknesses too early can rob you of the peace you need to find your strength. The opinions of others, their doubts, and their fears can become distractions that pull you away from your path to healing. When you keep your battles between you and God, you remove those distractions. You keep your mind clear and your spirit focused on the work that needs to be done within you. Remember, every weakness is an opportunity for growth. Every battle you face is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. But that growth happens in the quiet, in the private moments where you are free to struggle and learn without the interference of others. Guard those moments, for they are sacred. Guard your weaknesses while you're still battling them, for it is in those moments of quiet struggle that you are being prepared for victory. Your next move, until it's already made, strategy is essential in life, and sometimes the element of surprise is the greatest tool you can wield. When you announce your next move before it's fully executed, you give others the chance to derail your progress. The world doesn't need to know your next step until it is already in motion. Move in silence. Prepare in the background. Build without the spotlight. Then when you're ready to take that next leap, do it boldly, confidently, and with the element of surprise on your side. In life, timing is everything. There is a time to speak, and there is a time to remain silent. There is a time to share and a time to protect. When you guard these three things, your dreams, your weaknesses, and your next moves, you allow them the space to grow and flourish without the interference of doubt or negativity. In life, every move you make is part of a larger strategy, a plan that's unfolding towards your purpose. But one of the greatest mistakes you can make is revealing your next move before it's ready. When you share your intentions too early, you expose yourself to unnecessary obstacles, distractions, and interference that can derail your progress. There is wisdom in keeping your next move private until it has already been made. You must understand that not everyone is meant to know where you're headed. The vision for your life was given to you, not to everyone around you. While some may cheer for you, others may not see or understand your path. There are people who, either out of jealousy, fear, or misunderstanding, may attempt to block your progress. Even well-meaning individuals may unknowingly discourage you with doubts or their limited perspectives because they cannot grasp the fullness of your vision. When you reveal your plans prematurely, you invite unnecessary opinions. Everyone has something to say about how you should move, what you should do, and when you should do it. Suddenly, your path becomes cluttered with voices that do not align with your purpose. The clarity you once had becomes clouded with doubt. But when you move in silence, you protect yourself from this noise. You allow yourself the freedom to execute your vision without the weight of others' expectations or concerns. Moving quietly also allows you to stay focused. When you announce your next step, there's an added pressure to perform, to meet others' timelines or standards. But when you work behind the scenes, you move at your own pace. You can take the time to perfect your plan, adjust your approach, and make necessary changes without feeling rushed or scrutinized. Silence gives you the space to think clearly, to be intentional with your actions, and to align everything with your ultimate purpose. Another reason to keep your next move to yourself is the element of surprise. There is strength in the unexpected. When you make your move quietly and suddenly you catch others off guard, this element of surprise can work in your favor, giving you the upper hand in situations where competition or opposition might exist. When people don't know what you're planning, they can't prepare to stop you. They can't interfere or create barriers that slow your progress. You retain control of your journey, navigating it without external interference. Furthermore, sharing your plans too soon can also create an illusion of accomplishment before any real progress has been made. Talking about your next move gives the appearance of action, but it doesn't substitute for the actual work required to bring your vision to life. The satisfaction of sharing can sometimes rob you of the motivation to keep pushing forward. But when you keep your plans to yourself, you're reminded that the work is not done until the results speak for themselves. Silence ensures that you remain focused on the goal rather than the applause. By the time your next move is revealed, it should be undeniable. People should see the fruits of your labor, not just hear about the process. The world will respect what you've accomplished when it's done, but until then, protect your process. Your results will speak louder than any announcement you could make. Let your actions be the evidence of your progress, not your words. There's a time for everything. There's a time to speak, and there's a time to act in silence. Until your next move is ready to be seen, it's your responsibility to nurture it, protect it, and execute it without distraction. Silence isn't about secrecy for the sake of hiding, it's about strategy for the sake of success. When you move in silence, you guard your vision, protect your progress, and ensure that your results are solid before the world even knows what you've been building. Let your next move be fully realized before you share it. Let it be strong, unshakable, and complete. Then, when it's revealed, it will not just be a plan or an intention, it will be an undeniable step forward in your purpose, a victory that no one can question. When you face challenges in life, it's important to recognize that not every battle is meant for public display. The journey of overcoming the process of growth is often most powerful when it happens in private. There are moments in life where your struggles must remain between you and God. Not everyone is meant to see your weaknesses or witness your process of transformation. Why? Because not everyone will understand, and not everyone will support you. There is a unique power that comes from working through your difficulties quietly without broadcasting them to the world. In those private moments, you gain a strength that cannot be easily shaken. It's in the stillness and the moments of solitude where real growth happens. When you face your weaknesses head-on without the noise of others' opinions or judgments, you become stronger. You learn to rely on the divine strength within you, not on the validation of others. When you share your weaknesses too early, you open yourself up to influences that may not be for your good. Some may offer advice from their own place of brokenness, projecting their fears and insecurities onto you. Others may take advantage of your vulnerability, using it to control or diminish you. But when you choose to keep your struggle private, you protect yourself from these negative influences. You give yourself space to heal, to learn, and to grow at your own pace. Overcoming in private is not about hiding or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about creating a sacred space where you can wrestle with your challenges without the pressure of the outside world. It's about learning to draw strength from within, building resilience and trusting in the process. The growth that happens in private is often deeper and more lasting because it is genuine. There's no need to put on a facade for others. You are free to be authentic in your struggle. In the privacy of your journey, you develop character. You learn patience, endurance, and faith. You learn what it means to press on even when no one is watching. And when you finally overcome, when you emerge from the battle, you are not the same person. You are stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the next stage of your life. And here's the beauty of overcoming in private. When you finally do share your victory, it's not a fragile triumph. It's a victory that has been forged in the fire, strengthened through trial, and proven in the quiet moments where no one but you and your creator knew the depths of your struggle. When you walk out of that private place, you walk out with a testimony that speaks not just of the victory, but of the resilience and strength that brought you through. Your overcoming is personal. It is sacred. It is a part of your journey that doesn't need the approval or recognition of others. So keep your process private until you are ready to emerge stronger, whole, and transformed. There's a profound wisdom in learning how to move in silence. In a world that is constantly noisy, where everyone is eager to share their plans, intentions, and ideas, there is great power in holding back and letting your actions speak for you. Not everything that you are planning, dreaming, or working towards needs to be announced to the world. In fact, some of the greatest successes are born in the quiet, where plans are nurtured without the interference or expectations of others. When you strategize in silence, you allow yourself the freedom to fully explore your ideas without being swayed by outside influences. You protect your vision from the doubts, insecurities, and opinions of others who may not see things the way you do. You see, not everyone has the same level of faith in your potential or understands the significance of your vision. And when you expose your strategy too early, you run the risk of it being undermined, criticized, or even stolen by those who do not have your best interest at heart. There is also an element of surprise that comes when you choose to move quietly. Silence gives you the space to work in peace without external pressure or the distraction of having to explain yourself to others. It creates an environment where you can focus solely on the execution of your plan, adjusting and perfecting it as needed without the weight of public scrutiny. In that space, you can refine your strategy, build your foundation, and position yourself for success away from the noise of the world. Furthermore, not every move you make is meant to be shared because timing is crucial. Revealing your strategy prematurely can lead to unnecessary opposition. There are people who may try to derail your progress, not out of malice, but simply because they don't understand your vision. They may discourage you, cast doubt, or offer unsolicited advice that confuses your direction. Others with less noble intentions may see your plans and attempt to copy or sabotage them, but when you strategize in silence, you prevent these distractions and protect the integrity of your vision. Silence also allows for flexibility. When you keep your plans to yourself, you retain the ability to change course without explanation or apology. If things aren't going as expected, you can pivot, adapt, and realign your strategy without the weight of having to justify yourself to others. You can operate with the freedom that comes from knowing you are not performing for an audience but are working with a higher purpose in mind. And when the time comes for your strategy to be revealed, it will be evident not through your words, but through your results. People will not see the planning, the sacrifices, or the quiet hours of work that went into it, but they will witness the outcome. The impact of your success will speak for itself. And by then, it will be too late for anyone to interfere. In life, it is not always the loudest voice that succeeds, but the one who knows when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is understanding that some things are better protected from the opinions and interference of others until they are ready to stand on their own. So protect your strategy. Build it in silence. Move with purpose, not for attention. When the time is right, your actions will reveal everything that needs to be known. Until then, let your silence be your strength, your shield, and your secret weapon.